All right. So I hope y'all can hear me. Welcome to Just Me TT, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Happy weekend to everybody. Um, Before I introduce the topic, I'll just go in and look and see who we all got in the building. Hello, Big O Salute. Hello, Sarah. Welcome, love. Hello, Low Keys Beautiful. Welcome. Hello, Big Kurt. So I want to thank everybody that's here and everybody that'll be ushering in. And we'll just go on and jump right on into today's topic. So, well, first, let me just apologize because I had to reschedule the live a few times. I know a couple people kept saying, "What's going on? Why you ain't been live?" It's life is lifing, okay, y'all. Life is lifing. I just got some bad news today that was not expecting. So, y'all, please keep me up in prayer. I am trying so hard just to stay mentally afloat, if you could catch my drift. But yeah, I got sick. I had to take some time off. I've been around in the YouTube streets. I've been watching. I've been paying attention. I just haven't been going live. And I told y'all that I would not promise y'all a day or a time because this stuff happens and I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it over here. But I'm glad to see you all, and I hope everybody has been blessed, and I hope everybody's been on the up and up. I know how life can get, so again, thank you all for just being here and for all the support. To all my new subscribers, I want to thank y'all. Y'all are just awesome. Thank you for liking the community wall whenever I post anything on there. I do have some updates on the missing kids. I'm going to start back posting every day. Thank you, Byron. Appreciate that. I'm going to start back posting a missing child every day for the month of November because that's the month of Thanksgiving, and we did it in September. And I got a lot of you guys to share those kids out and those people interest out, and I appreciate that so very much. Unfortunately, nobody has been found and returned to their family, but we're just going to keep hope alive, and we're just going to continue to do what we do and be the advocates for the cause. And, hopefully, I mean, if we could just get one person, one child, one missing person in America returned back home, then we've done our due diligence and we've been the vessel. So we're going to continue to work on that. And so, like I said, keep an eye out on my community wall. Please share out those people of interest in those kids, because you never know if they might be looking, see themselves, recognize themselves, and say, hey, I need to get back home, and reach out and let somebody know they've been taken or harmed in any way. So we're just definitely going to keep that momentum going with that for the month of November. Also, I don't see Perp in here yet, but me and her have discussed doing some challenges behind the scenes. And she said, I think, because I'm a pet lover, for all y'all that know me, I got a few pets of my own. And she said, I think you should do the cutest pet challenge over on the Just Me TT channel. So I may be doing that. I can't give a date or time. I have to put like some of the logistics together. But what I was thinking on doing is having everybody that wants to participate and enter in their pet. Not only will they take home a cash prize, but also proceeds to what they make can go to the ASPCA. And that may be something that we can look into. So I'm going to be needing judges, and I'm going to be needing participants, people that don't mind camming up, showing their pet, whether you want to dress the pet up, put a bow in its hair, put a video up of it playing ball or something, catching a ball, whatever. If you got a cat, it doesn't matter what kind of pet you got. Lizards, birds, fish, we don't care. But we are thinking about doing the cutest pet challenge, and we will be keeping you guys posted on that as well. So you be on the lookout for that. And let's see what else. What other updates did I have to give y'all? Oh, I want to give a big, big, big congratulations. Shout out to Love by Erica and Mr. Cryer. They welcomed their baby girl within the last couple of weeks. And although we have not seen the beautiful little girl, we do know that she, was born healthy and everybody's home and everybody's doing well. And so I just wanted to give an official congratulations to her and the family when I was able to go live. Salute, Pert, welcome. And yeah, was there anything else? Let's see. Hmm. Oh, I want to give some updates on Carly Russell. And please excuse me, you guys, before I even get started. The app that I use to download my videos, I could not get anything to download. It's been like 2 days straight of me trying to just get some, just to get some pictures up here so you guys can follow who I'm talking about, and nothing would download for me. So rather than me continue to fool with it, I'm going to work on that behind the scenes and I'm going to get that together. I just wanted to make sure that I came over, despite some of the stuff that I've gone through today. I just wanted to make sure I hit my button and I gave you guys some content because you guys take the time out to subscribe, and I just owe you guys that. And again, I want to thank you all so very, very much for just being in support of me, anything that I do, I am able to bring you guys. Also, over on Vino Entertainment TV, Perp and the Vino family, they're doing the Thanksgiving food giveaway to the homeless out there in the Dallas area. And she does have a list of items that you can purchase and on your own through Walmart, and she'll go pick up. So if you're interested in contributing to that cause, please reach out to her. If not, you can always cash app her at $ Vino Entertainment TV. And from the smallest to the biggest donation, it doesn't matter, whatever it is you decide to donate, your donation will go towards feeding someone in need on Thanksgiving. And she's going to be out there in the community and doing her thing. She does it every single year. And of course, Just Me, TT, and my affiliates are going to definitely be standing with Perp and doing what she does for her community. So Sarah will drop her link down in the chat throughout this live, and you guys go over there, check her out, check her community wall out. She has all of her information posted up over there on how you can donate. Thank you so much, Sarah. So I do have some special guests coming up on the panel with me this evening, but it's going to be an open panel as well. We're going to be getting into some deep discussions, and if anybody else wants to join the panel, please feel free to do so. So I'm dropping the link right now. So to my guests for the evening, whenever you guys feel like coming up, please feel free to do so. The link is in the chat. So yeah, I want to get into some of the updates starting off. And my headlining topic will be about Dexter Wade. That's the young man out of Mississippi who was they're just alleging right now that he was unalived by the police. His family had been looking for him for about 7 months. And when I first heard this story, I was just shocked. I couldn't believe that, the family had no information on, where he had been. And salute, Rose. Welcome to the building. Everybody was talking about, was this a plot against the Mississippi Police Department? What information could we honestly okay, one second. What information could we honestly come up with on what has taken place? So give me 1 second. Not on watch. Can you hold it down real quick? I got a phone call.
Yes, I can. Sorry I'm
Thank
late.
you. That's okay.
I was at ending up melanated, so I didn't know. Salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all hit that like button and share the live out, please. How's everybody doing in the chat today? So we've been speaking. Hey Rose, salute. You got over here. So we're speaking about, did we start talking about the guy? What is his name? I forgot his name. Perp, help me out. But yeah, really interesting story, and I'm glad that she's speaking about that because this is something that people need to know about. And I don't think it's getting enough recognition out here in the street. They're not really speaking about it too much. And something that huge, with killing a man, and especially it being an officer, and not finding him till 6 months later, and them actually knowing where he was and knowing what happened. I don't know if she's gotten into the part that the brother was unalived by the police 2 years before, and they had a lawsuit pending against that situation. So it seems rather odd that they did that to him, But hey, I'm pretty sure they're going to investigate. You got Benjamin Crump that's on the case, and we all know that Benjamin Crump, he speaks a lot when it comes to um, black men or women being unalived by the police. So, he's going to get to the bottom of it, and it's definitely going to be a really good and thorough investigation. And I can't wait. I know they said that he got accidentally ran over, but when they do this investigation, I'm sure they're going to find out a whole lot more. But go ahead, TT. I'm going to go on mute and finish getting Noah's dinner together.
All right, thank you for holding it down right away.
You're
I
welcome,
told y'all
love.
I had some unfortunate news, and I've been getting calls for the past hour. And yeah, almost didn't make it up here, but I'm here, and I'm going to push through this. And I'm going to try to
You
get this.
okay? You okay, love?
Yeah, I had.
Oh, you want to hit me in the back chat?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
You guys hit that like button too for TT, and please share the video.
Salute, melanated. Welcome to the building, love. I was in your bushes, but I couldn't drop down because I was getting phone calls, melanated. But I'm gonna share you. Make sure I share you out. Um, Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna get to Dexter. I'm pulling up this news report that I found on him, and while I'm pulling this up, I just wanted to give a quick update on Carly. You're welcome, melanated.
Uh,
Carly's facing up to a year in prison, and I think she had an arraignment, right? Not on the watch. She was
yeah.
seen walking into the court building. I think she pled no context. Don't
Uh-huh.
quote me on that, but I do believe she pled no context. And
Yeah,
for
she
all
pled
the
no contest with a bail. Yeah.
right for the
Uh-huh.
bail. So for all of y'all that are not familiar, Carly Russell is the young woman out of Alabama who faked her own abduction. She claimed she saw a baby on the side of the highway. Over half of America was, concerned and worried and sharing her out and trying to figure out what was going on. And come to find out, it was all a hoax. And so she is facing some major time right now. Well, not major, but for the crime, she can do up to a year. And for somebody who's never done a day in jail, that's probably a big deal for her and her family. But she has to be held accountable, and there are consequences for poor choices. And so yeah, that's really what it boiled down to. The people said, nope, we're not accepting that. There are really missing people out here who, this is their real story. And you can't, fake your own abduction and pretend that you've been abducted for whatever reason. She had a lot going on, and she could have went and talked to somebody. So y'all know what my feelings have been on Carly and the whole situation. If you want more if you want to see more detailed information about Carly, I think Shank Rock um, has gone live on her a few. Thank you, Rose. Gone live a few times right now on my watch on Carly and gave more descriptive information on her. Um, we just gonna keep watching and keep you guys updated as well on her. All right, let's get over here to Dexter. So yeah, Dexter, this was one of the stories that we were talking about for like the past week. Just trying to figure out what happened to him, and none of the stuff that they saying is adding up. in my opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and read the news report and let you guys be the judge. Hey, Cassandra, welcome to the building. If you guys want to come on up, y'all can. Feel free to. Cassandra, we were talking about him last night, and she said she was going to go and do her own little research on him and try to figure out what's going on with that. It's such a weird story, you guys. But this is happening to our black men, and it doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm coming.
I
It's
can hear you, TT, but I'm cooking, but I do hear you.
okay.
All right. I'm going back on mute.
And y'all, thank you for being so patient with me. My mind is moving like if you just, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. Let me see if I can get his thing pulled up. It's pulling up so slow. I apologize. What I wanted to do is put it up here for y'all, but again, like I said, my system was not working with me today. Okay. All right, here we go. So it says a Mississippi mother is in deep mourning after she learned the unfortunate fate of her son, who had been missing for almost 7 months. Betterson Wade of Jackson, Mississippi, and his name is Dexter Wade, found out, well, that's her name, Betterson, found out that her son was mistakenly killed by police and buried without her knowledge due to his body going unclaimed at the county morgue. And this happens years after her brother was killed by the same department. NBC News details the chilling events that led to Betterson's unsettling discovery. She last saw her son Dexter Wade on March 5th when he left the house to go hang out with a friend after 2 weeks of no contact. She reached out to the Jackson Police Department and reported him missing. After talking with multiple lead investigators, Betterson still didn't receive news about her son's whereabouts until August of this year. According to LeGrand Elliott, an investigator on the case, Dexter was struck by an off-duty patrol car on I-55 the night he went missing. He died on the scene from his injuries. He didn't have any ID on him, but there was a pill bottle found on him with his name on it. 3 days later, Elliott received Betterson's name as next of kin from the medical facility that had provided the prescription. Elliott says he attempted to call but got no answer. Betterson says she has no record of this call. After his identification was verified, Elliott forwarded this info to JPD so they could notify the family on March 9th, a week before Betterson called the police to report Dexter missing. On March 15th, Elliott followed up with Jackson police for updates. No kin has been located as of yet, he wrote in his notes. Elliott made another follow-up call on March 30th and was told there was nothing new. Eventually, because his body was unclaimed, he was buried in July. During this time, both Betterson and Elliott were calling for updates but got nothing. In August, a new investigator broke the unfortunate news about what truly happened to Dexter. She went to visit his gravesite and is beginning to find closure. Okay, let me continue on. Dexter Wade's mother, Betterson, wants answers after learning that her son was fatally run over by a police officer and buried in a pauper's graveyard without telling her. She received the news months after she reported him missing. The mother of 37-year-old Dexter Wade says that she last saw him on March 5th and he had left her house with a friend. She went on and eventually reported him missing to the Jackson Police Department. And again, that was on March 14th. And that was days after she had heard from him. After her statement was taken, she she sent another investigator photos of Dexter, requesting that they put his picture on TV. She says that she kept in regular touch with the police, asking for an update. But every time she called, she was told that they had no information, which was ultimately untrue. Dexter was killed uh, allegedly killed while walking across Interstate 55 by a Jackson police SUV driven by an off duty officer that says they struck him. The collision occurred only an hour after Dexter left his mother's house on March 15th. They're saying that he was without identification, but as reported before, there was a prescription pill bottle in his pocket that had his name on it. Hinds County coroner investigator was able to identify Dexter's identity and his next of kin before eventually forwarding the information to the Jackson Police Department. This was March 9th. However, despite knowing Dexter's identity as well of his next of kin, Jackson police failed to contact his mother. This sadly is not the family's first incident with the Jackson police. In 2019, her 62-year-old brother was killed after former Jackson officer Anthony Fox slammed him to the ground during an arrest. The officer was convicted of manslaughter but is currently appealing. Dexter's mother can't help but wonder if her son's death had anything to do with her brother's and the allegations she made against the police in that case. Maybe it was a vendetta. Maybe they buried my son to get back at me, she said. And that's the report based off of the Shade Room. So, Perp, not on my watch.
But I think, me personally, I think it's more this story,
Salute.
and to me, I do believe that it has something to do with the vendetta, and they knew who they hit, and when they got that pill bottle, they knew the
Salute,
name of the
Missy. Welcome
person
to the building, love.
on
Go
that
ahead,
pill
Perp.
bottle. That pill bottle
Mm-hmm.
had a name on there. And that pill bottle also have a number on it. Every pill bottle have a number on it, and it had his name
Right.
on it. So they know
Mm-hmm.
who it belonged to. They knew who he was. They were familiar with the name because they've been being sued. I'm going to get being sued at this present time. So they knew who the person belonged to. So and it didn't matter to them because hell, she sued us anyway. It don't matter. Um, you know how they feel. It didn't make no difference because they feel like they it's no big deal.
Right.
What could be
And it
what
does
more could
sound
be
like
done?
exactly, Perp. And it does sound like a cover up. I mean, we talked about this
Yeah,
behind the scenes, and I said, ain't no way that you had a prescription pill bottle with his name on it and you couldn't identify him. And you continued to tell his mother, who was obviously she was contacting the police department,
yeah.
wanted their son's picture put on the news, wanted updates, wanted to know how far they were getting in the investigation. And they were stringing her along and lying. And this is not the
And
first
they
time.
knew.
Right, and they knew exactly where he was. And this
Yeah,
is not the first time that this has happened. Me and Perp were over at Kakira's, and somebody dropped in the chat and said the same thing happened to their family member. But by time they found their family member, they were unrecognizable. They didn't even bury
yeah,
their family member.
yeah,
So we have a serious problem um
yeah.
in our hands in the black community out there in Mississippi, y'all, and not enough is being done about it.
They're
In
not
my
saying that.
opinion.
They're keeping it quiet. It's all being quiet. I mean, this is something that we even knew about. Look how long it's been quiet. It had to come out some kind of way. And to me, the coroner to be sued, the mayor, the police department, the governor, everybody down there should be sued. Because I knew they had to go through one person, get another person, get some stuff done to keep it quiet. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely. And there's
You can believe
protocol.
that. You
So
can believe that.
obviously the protocol was not followed through, and this is a cover
Ain't
up.
nothing, lady.
And there needs to be some questions answered by the police department in this situation.
And you probably be surprised how many more people have been done like that. You just be surprised. Once we start digging and keep digging, you probably be surprised at all the shit you find out what has been done down there, and they had nobody's been saying nothing to nobody about it, or nobody been making a big fuss about it until now.
Absolutely. So it's important to just, and And I am going to hashtag his name into my title. I kind of forgot because I planned this live days and days ago, and didn't get it all the way together with the thumbnail and everything. But I will be updating often about this. Perk, can you let the people know what you're planning on doing as far as who you're planning on reaching out to concerning this situation?
I'm planning on reaching out to Miss Parker. She know the guy, one of being Crump's assistants that I could probably get in contact to with, and I'm gonna sit and talk to him, get with Cassandra and Sister TT. We're gonna get together and we're gonna do some brainstorming, get our questions down pat. Um, what we all gonna say, and we're gonna contact him and see what kind of drilling can we get, what kind of answers can we get, not just for Dexter Wade, but for the other man who was unrecognizable. The lady in the chat name was GG2. So if y'all know who she is, let her know that we're trying to reach out to her. So we can also see how we can also help that get along with that as well with Dexter Wade. So we trying to do that. So we want to make sure we try to help out with helping him, because right now it's like nobody's getting any kind of recognition down there for what's going on. It's quiet. It's too quiet down there. It's hush hush,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be no hush hush thing. These are the loved ones. You want you care for in school with your uncles, your sister, your brothers. I mean, your loved ones. Period. Your family.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And he
Cassandra.
said, "Hi, Cassandra. Welcome to the panel. This could be any one of our family members. This could be you, Perp, me, Cassandra, Anonymous Watch, any of y'all in the chat. This could be one of us. And we can't just be quiet and sit on this.
Hi,
And,
Tori.
salute Tori. Welcome to the building. We just can't sit here and pretend like, and then shout out to everybody that's been sending me information on Dexter and his story as well. I'm doing my very best to try to familiarize myself with what's going on. And me and Perp will be making some calls. Y'all know we do that. We are foot soldiers over here, okay? Especially when it comes to getting justice. So we'll be making some calls and we'll be following up, and hopefully getting in touch with some big names over there in the Mississippi Police Department. Do you think they'll speak to us, Perp, or do you think that who are we?
I don't
They don't do us
know.
nothing.
They should probably speak to us. If not, we can call it NBC phone, NBC radio. I mean, news station, and speak to someone there about the situation.
Yeah, and it's public as long as it's public information.
Mm,
They're not, of course, going to give us, in more depth of the investigation, but at least we can get, what they put out there to the public.
yeah, right. And I heard something, Mr. Crump saying something about exhuming the body and doing a thorough
Investigation, yeah, they
private
need that,
autopsy.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
they're
need
going to
that.
need to do that to find out how he really died, and they're going to need to find out the truth about it, because just taking the officer's word on it with him just sitting up there saying, oh, well, he passed away because he was hit.
Yeah,
No, they've got to be
like
more than that,
they
because you
need to
got to
get a
listen.
whole new.
They didn't even, hold on for 1 second, they didn't even let them know till 6 months later about it. So we already know that there's already foul play on that
Mm-hmm.
part. I'm gonna go on mute. Go
Yeah,
ahead, love.
since you said that, now I'm gonna watch. They need to get somebody else to come there and investigate. They don't need to have none of them investigate, put their dirty hands on anything to terminate nothing. They need to get a whole new crew come there and to do the
Oh, they
investigation.
will. They're not gonna let the same department that did that, because of the cover up and what they did, they're gonna bring somebody else in to do that. And I'm gonna tell you who's good at that. Benjamin Crump. Benjamin
Yeah,
Crump is really good with getting an outside, source to go ahead
yeah,
and do the investigation.
yeah,
Yeah. And hopefully Perp will be able to get in contact with his assistant, and they'll be able to shed a little bit more light on the story in a whole, because there's so many there's so many holes in the story and so
yeah.
many unanswered questions. Cassandra, was you able to familiarize yourself with the story?
Yeah, I didn't know who y'all was talking about. I had read that. I read it when it came out. I saw the news clip on Yahoo News when the mama went to the grave and all that. I saw that and I caught the loopholes then, and I'm sitting here reading a couple of loopholes. You said an off-duty cop in a police car hit this man. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all took 6 months to tell his mama where he was at when y'all knew who he was all the time.
Yeah.
Why y'all covered my question is not my question, but I'll do the cop in a police car.
Mm-hmm. Why was he in a police car? Off duty. And
And y'all covered it up.
y'all did catch that the mother had a 62-year-old brother that was unalived by the same police department, and they won a lawsuit against the police department.
And you can best believe them police down there know them folks in where they at Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
know them police folks know who that man was. Say he ain't been too long got out of the pen too. He was
mm,
trying to stick it. He
Yeah.
was straighten his life up. They knew exactly who he was. That's why they part of the reason why they covered it up.
right,
And they had a and
absolutely,
they had a medicine bottle, and the medicine bottle got your name on it, and then the medicine bottle got a number on there. You know what I'm talking about? You got a manufacturer, some kind of number on there for pills. You know what I'm saying? So they
yeah,
knew who
pill
he
bottle,
was. Yeah, they knew
yeah,
who
Uh,
he was. They didn't give a
yeah.
damn.
And this the thing that it's not. Some ain't clicking. Okay, if y'all said what I'm reading, you said the information on the medicine bottle wasn't correct, but you could have called the pharmacy and got the information. I'm sure they had an up to date number if they refilled that prescription,
exactly.
whether the
They didn't do
address
their
is
job.
right or wrong.
They didn't do their job. They
Now
recognized
they
who
do
that
their
man
job
was,
because
but they didn't do their job.
they didn't do their job because they was in on it. If it was an undercover,
Yep.
off duty police officer in a police car,
Yep.
no, they wasn't intended to do their job.
Right.
They
And
was
let me
taking up
just
for
say
that
this.
police.
Let me just say this. We didn't accept it when it happened to George Floyd. We didn't accept it when it happened to Tamir Rice. We didn't accept it when it happened to Breonna Taylor. We not accepting this.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
accepting this treatment of our people, y'all.
Yeah.
Done. We done.
And
I'm
you
sick.
and do
I'm
you
sick of it too.
do y'all know there may not be any justice for Trayvon? I mean, Tamir Rice, cause the DOJ said they was dropping the case. There wasn't enough evidence for them to open it back up.
There's been a
Yeah, and
lot
I
of
was
these
like,
familiar
yeah,
stories. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There's been a lot of these familiar stories that have just been brushed under the rug. I don't know. Pert was over there on the panel the other day, and somebody was saying it's because the families are taking money, what they call "quote unquote" hush money, but there's still people out here who cares. There's still
yeah,
people out here who's not going to take it sitting down and just hear these. I'm tired of clicking on the news reports and hearing that our people is being done like this. This is 2023, about to be 2024.
You right. And if some families are taking money, but Tamir Rice mama ain't took no money.
she
Exactly.
showed
And
that
we
she
did
had a
say
small
I followed
check.
the little I follow a little foundation on Instagram. That's one I do pay attention to. She ain't took no money. She's struggling. She done open up a community center taking donations. And she even said a lot of people using her son name, especially the Black Lives Matter people was using her son name, and she wasn't getting none of the money from it.
I
exactly.
tried
And
to
this
tell that man that I tried to tell dude that his mom did not take no money. Yeah, yeah. They try to argue. I hate people try to argue me the fuck down what I
You know,
know
she
what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? And that
yeah,
that bothers me. And you just a dumb ninja don't know what you talking about when I know what I be talking about when I say it out my mouth. If I don't know, I ask
mm,
I get represented
exactly.
somebody
And
else
perp
good.
and perp, we have these conversations on a
Piss
daily
me
basis.
off.
This is not something that
Yeah.
we're just pulling out the sky. And I do
Yeah.
know Kanika Jenkins' mother took some money, but I know Tamir Rice's mother didn't.
She
Neither
take
did
nothing.
Shaquilla Robinson's. So there are
No.
still families that are fighting for justice, and a dollar amount is not going to replace your family member. A
Right.
dollar amount
Right.
is not going to replace the hurt that you got to live with for a lifetime behind something that was unjustly done to your family member or your close loved one. So we gonna
Right.
take that off the
That's
table
that's that's why
and
dude
we
makes
gonna
me
put that out
mad.
the window. Exactly.
yeah. Cause
Yeah, that's why dude
my
makes
thing
me
is
so mad. I'm like, you ain't know what you talking about. No,
My thing is, it ain't about the money.
Go ahead.
It ain't
Go ahead.
about the money, whether they took the money or not. It was still the injustice that was committed against our people, and nobody don't seem to want to do nothing. And then when they do give them the money, it is to hush your mouth and get over there in that corner and sit down somewhere. No, that ain't the case. Cause I want justice, and I got a right to ask for justice and want to seek justice for my loved one because just injustice was committed upon them.
Absolutely. And
That's right. That's right.
how many more of our brothers and sisters got to get taken up out of here before it's taken serious? I mean, how many times do we have to come and do these type of lives and have these conversations before everybody just get on the same bandwagon?
Right. Right. Cause I mean, it made me mad. The whole Tamir Rice story, the entire Tamir Rice. I just every time I think about it, I
Yeah,
talk about it, I just get mad. I just get
I do
down
too.
hard mad.
I do too.
You
I get
shot
Exactly.
pissed
that
off.
little boy within 2.6 seconds of looking at him. You shot him dead, and to make matters worse, you handcuffed his sister and put her in the car, in the police car, and made her sit there and watch her brother die.
Yeah, that pissed me off, and that still pissed me off right there. I don't like that. And I try to tell that dumb, uneducated ninja over there who tried to tell me something. I don't know what I'm talking about. About everybody don't take no money. Everybody parents don't take no money. Money ain't. Everybody don't want no money for no life. Who want money for
That's right.
your life? Shit, nobody
I
do.
agree.
Nobody
And
want
I
no money for
agree.
outcry,
no life.
an
Shit.
outcry, period. And it's gonna have to take more of us to be mad, like Cassandra and Perp and Nanima Watch up here, and myself that are mad. We're mad as mothers, as black women. We're mad. We're outraged. We're tired, tired,
Yeah,
just tired.
Uh,
Mhm.
what's the my brain? I have brain fog sometimes. What's the little boy got killed? The white folks shot the white men shot him down in Georgia. What's his name?
that's your
Oh,
right.
Now the about a couple years ago. What was the one they chased him down in the truck and shot him down? What's the name?
Oh, him and his
Philandro,
son.
Philandro.
No, no, no. It was a guy. His name. They chased him down in the truck, and he was jogging. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
What's his
yeah,
name?
yeah.
Oh, what is
Oh,
his name?
Ahmad. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ahmad.
Yeah,
my Aubrey. His
Aubrey.
mama
Uh
ain't
huh.
took no money. Now they need a lot of people need to sit back and take a note from her because she didn't take no money and the DOJ wasn't trying to get them people. They wasn't trying to give them no federal charges, and she stood up to this. I can't think of the woman name right now off the top of my head. This worked for the DOJ. She went live and said the family agreed to it, and Ahmad Aubrey mama and his daddy said no, that ain't what we agreed to. We want them to get the federal time right along with the state time.
That's right.
Right.
And see, I try to tell that man who stay across the water who got them bad feet and bad flip flops on his feet and everything about he didn't know what the hell he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Try to order me down. How you gonna order me the hell down? You know you talking about you over there somewhere. You running. You know what I'm talking about? How
Yeah.
you gonna tell me running on the road? You try to tell me what I know. Because like I said,
Yeah.
everybody mama don't want no money. No, that ain't shit. That ain't nothing. And
Yeah.
money run out. You can't
We
take
just
money.
thought
Money run
this
out.
ignorant comments Perp because he's not even a U.S. citizen, so he can't.
Oh, and you
His
know what? Them kind right there make me mad. Them burn me up.
Yeah,
We ain't put on no like you said with them flip flops on them bad feet and ran across the water. We
That's
stand our
right.
ground.
We still
yeah.
here, watching and looking and seeing it every single day, living through it.
But you had the nerve to put on your dusty flip flops and come over here and tell me what I should and should not be doing. No, it don't
Yeah.
work like that.
He the same one I try to tell
Right,
about the
Cassandra.
water.
I Yep.
Like I said the other day about that water. When China been gather all that bad water up and put all that bad water in the containers, and that water sat there for years. And I was trying to tell this dumb bunny, you know what I'm saying, about what if the water be they could we got war going on right now with China and Russia. Now what if China decide to go ahead and put something in that water and then let that water go? Then what? I already
Right.
know that the sweet water bad, but that's gonna be contaminated the whole damn water off top. So he tried to make me feel like I know what I was talking about now. You didn't know what the fuck you talking about because you dumb. Because he didn't get it. So I hate people who don't know nothing try to tell me something where they don't even know what I'm talking about and don't know where to start or the beginning even be started at. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even like that. And that man didn't know nothing. He don't know nothing. So if y'all over listen to that crazy man, y'all don't go over there. He telling y'all wrong information. He ain't telling y'all nothing right.
You sure right, and he's too argumentative. Everything is not a debate on these type of topics. You know,
Yes, please.
like Miss Parker was saying, I'm out here in these communities with these families. I'm doing the work to help bring these families justice. You can't just come up here and say that put every family in these situations in the same box with one another, and you can't. Because as we said, everybody is not looking for a dollar. Some people want justice for their family, and they will go to their grave fighting to get justice for their family. And that's what it is. We got to continue to say their name, hashtag them, share out the information. We got to do what we got to do as content creators to continue to keep these stories alive and active. And salute to Shank. He's doing that for Shanquilla and a few other families. He's also covered Dexter Wade within the last week. And you see him putting the targets in the chat because this is not nothing to play with. We're not coming up here and blowing smoke up nobody behind for a few and a click. We are up here spreading awareness because these are the things that are affecting us in our communities. This is not a fly-by-night story. These are things that have been happening, and it's happening too much, and we tired.
Yeah. I'm sick of that.
And this ain't just this is just a tad bit out to the left, but not much. But most of those that come over here from across that water and try to tell us what to do and what we should be doing, and the United States vet them people, and they know that they're not gonna go against them, and they give them basically the green light to come over here and talk crazy to us.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like I said,
they get you crazy too, shit.
Yeah, but like I said, we ain't put on our dusty flip flops and run over there to y'all. We put on our boots and tied them laces together, and we stood 10 toes flat right here. Y'all over here living out what we done fought for, what we still fighting for, justice.
Right. And but they still giving y'all freebies, and we still fight for our rights. Still, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no more, like you said. We've been getting on them 10 toes and started no more. Y'all been playing with us for 400 plus years, and we done with playing in our faces, playing with us. No more.
That's why I said the other day
Way too long.
the other day I said yesterday that we need some of our kids need to go back and start watching Roots and start back watching it all over again with get the foundation for how it really started. I mean, that ain't really new. There's some of it, but that's the main part. But it got more too. But a lot of kids need to sit down and watch that root stuff. How we watched it when it first came out, and they probably have a whole different outlook on a lot of things that they're looking at right now as of today. They won't be looking at the things the same way that we look at them. It'd be totally different.
And it just all goes back to what we talk about all the time over on your channel, Perk. Black history, that we shouldn't just rely on it to be taught in school. It has to be taught at home, and you have to fill in those blanks that are not being taught, because our kids will grow up thinking that it's this one way when it's really been a whole nother way. If we leave it up to the educators, quote unquote, where are we going to be as a people in 10, 20 years? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're already stripping us of our history anyway, so it just goes all the way back to that. These hate crimes against our people is not, that's never going to stop. It's never going to stop.
Well, I teach Noah Black history at home because they're still talking about Columbus discovering America. They're still talking about that. So that's not going to work. So I teach Black history at home.
As you should, and don't stop. What it is that he needs to know. He's going to be a Black man living in America, and he's going to need to know what he's up against.
That's right. Because it ain't easy. That's what I try to tell my sons, both of my sons. I say, One of them 37, one of them just turned 34 the other day. I said, do y'all not realize y'all actually commodities?
Mm-hmm.
In America, you're actually a commodity if these young men, especially they were born in the 80s and they done lived to see 30, that's actually a commodity because look at all these, and another one, Philando Castile. That man, out of all the people, we have such a hard time getting black men to even want to teach the kids. Here you are a teacher, you get pulled over by the police. Tell the police you got a gun, you got the uh, paperwork and everything to carry the gun. Show the police the gun, and then you get shot dead in front of your 4-year-old daughter.
Get shot anyway. Absolutely. That's our
I don't
reality.
like that.
Hands up for what? What are you telling us to put our hands up for? And what are you telling us to be compliant for if we still gonna get unalive at the end of the day? So yeah. So that's what we're dealing with right now when it comes to the Dexter Wade story, you guys. And as you guys heard, we gave you the full news report. There's still some other developing facts coming out about the situation, and we're going to keep you guys very much updated as we get information. And be on the lookout for Perk getting that interview. Hopefully, she will be able to speak to lawyer Trump's assistant, and they'll be able to shed some more light on where they are with everything. Okay, y'all. So moving along, the next topic that I wanted to discuss. So again, I went over Carly. Um, I'll probably put something up on my community wall concerning her. So keep an eye out on that. Just to keep you guys in the loop. I like staying in the loop as well. So the next topic we was going to discuss was just very quickly Jada and Will. And I had a whole video to download because Jada just released a tell-all book, and what I learned was Jada has been separated from her husband, comedian actor Will Smith, since what 20? What she say 2016, and that's a long time because we weren't aware that they had been separated that long. And Jada also disclosed in her book that they weren't so much having marital difficulties like infidelity or anything like that, but just not seeing eye to eye. And they've been living separately, but they still have been able to co-parent. And she went out to Baltimore, her hometown, for her book release, and the city definitely embraced her, as well as being forefront and open with her life. And Will did a pop-up visit and surprised everybody, and I'm going to play the audio on what he said. Sarah said they have an open relationship, right, Sarah? And we didn't know that. So we saw him at the Grammy slapping the crap out of uh Chris Rock, and we were like, ooh, we were all shocked that that happened. But apparently, she says that Chris Rock asked her out on a date because he knew that her and Will Smith had been separated. So I don't know how true that is. He hasn't spoken on that. Will Smith has not spoken on that. But I'm going to let you guys listen to the audio that I have concerning Will and his intake on his wife's allegations. Okay. Y'all know I'm doing this off my phone, so just bear with me. And y'all let me know if y'all can't hear. Experiment. Our union is a sloppy public experiment. It is a sloppy public experiment in unconditional love. Can you love somebody
forever, no matter what. Oh, boy, was like, I'm sorry, you know, can you show up and love somebody for the rest of your life, even when you don't agree with them? And there ain't nobody on earth except you, mama. You, mama. My mama. I almost messed up. You, mama, man. Nobody showed up for me more than you, mama. Jade is the best friend I have ever had on this planet. And I am going to show up for her and support her for the rest of my life.
Okay, so yeah, then he goes on, and she's standing right there with him. They were at the book release, and he was embracing her, and she was crying, and definitely showing emotion over what he said, and the crowd seemed to like that. But Jada's book sales was not doing what they were expecting it to do, and so I think that her book sales were a flop, and that may be because people were just feeling kind of jaded and deceived by the whole marriage. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Jada and Will?
Don't nobody like her like she think they do. Nobody like
Exactly.
her.
I just
Nobody
think the
likes her at
way
all.
she
Shit.
I think the way she's embarrassing that man, she's already done it by sleeping with Jaden's friend. She's already done
I
that,
guess that was
embarrassed
Cena.
him that way. And she keeps continuing to do it, speak on him. You know how men are. You don't go around just making him, I believe she's making him look like a fool, making him look weak, embarrassing him. And I think she needs to stop and she needs to move on. And
Yeah,
like I said, it's embarrassing.
anybody that followed was it the red table talk that they had can tell that Jada's been a little off center and for some years now, and she
Hmm.
probably checked out of her marriage because she just wanted to do her. I'm not saying she doesn't love her husband, and I'm not saying her husband doesn't love her, but you're celebrities, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
and you have more than enough money to live however you want to live, and
Yeah.
sometimes those intimate relationships don't matter as much to these
right.
celebrities,
And,
and
and, and not
they
only that, she gonna find another fool like Will Smith, and not only that, she think she was a shit and she wasn't a shit. Hi.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
how you gonna interview your husband on you cheating on your husband in the interview? You gonna cheat on him and then interview him for the whole entire world to see? That's some
Right.
sick stuff.
Right. And then there will also talk about in her tell-all book that she has a more of a delusion of what her relationship to Tupac was. Like she's still living in a fantasy that they were more than what really was. And Tupac's been dead and gone for a while, and
They
so
was
to
not
even
like that
continue.
though.
Yeah, she was very young when she met Tupac. So to even continue to hold on to a past love or a past infatuation that she may have had does her marriage no justice either. Because you're a grown woman, well overgrown now, and it's time to grow up and leave these fantasies alone, these fantasy relationships alone. So I had a lot of I don't know what you're trying to do, Jada, but I'm putting you in the hot seat tonight, or just me, TT, because I don't get you're a mother, so what example are you really showing? You have a daughter, you have a son, they're young adults, so what kind of example are you really showing them? I'm not telling anybody to stay in a marriage if they're not happy. That's not the message that I'm trying to put out, but I'm very confused about it all because Will's a stand-up guy. I like Will, and I think that he's done his best, and he's stuck in there, even through rumors and of anything that could have been going on in their marriage. He's definitely, you could tell that Will's tried to you know be as supportive as he possibly can, even with this latest situation, with her coming out and saying they've been separated this long. He's still,
Right.
standing firm with her. So, just big ups and salute the Will, for being that guy. I
Yeah,
probably would have said
and he
FUB and been gone a long time
let
ago.
her
That's
keep on
me.
embarrassing him. I
Yeah,
wouldn't let that. I wouldn't
absolutely.
let her keep on embarrassing me. I wouldn't let her embarrass me like that. That's crazy. And here,
And
I
he
mean,
said he
and
was
she ain't
overseas.
all
He
that.
didn't even know. He said he was overseas. He didn't even know that she was going to come out and say that on the interview. And he said his phone was just blowing up. And he was
Oh
like, "What is
wow.
going on?" And he looked, and he's deadlining with his wife, about being separated. And he's like, "I got to talk to her. Like, what is going on?" Because that's probably something that they talked about, and they weren't supposed to leak to the public. But it's out now,
Right.
and I just wanted to get you ladies' thoughts on
Oh
the
Yeah,
hey,
situation.
huh?
y'all want my opinion on the whole thing?
Yeah,
Sure
go
do. Let's
ahead.
hear.
I think Jada profiting off Tupac death, cause not just so far as monetary prestige, the whole 9 yards. Cause every time something come up about him, you seeing something about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And every
But
time,
do you remember her being her? Remember her and Tupac wasn't that close. Remember they weren't that close like that, like she tried to say they was. She lying.
no, no, I told y'all last time she profited off that kiss they did on uh different world. She took it and ran with it. They was friends true enough, but he didn't look at her like that. And
Nope.
now it's 25 years later, and we ain't got nobody word for it but her. But we can go back and look. He ain't talked about you like that. He even made a
Nope.
song about it 6 months. Why?
Nope. That's right.
Man, she
Definitely
straight
something to
up.
make you look at the whole situation a little strange, because your husband, who's still legally your husband, is slapping folk on the Grammys, and
Right.
we're like, oh, he ain't get ready to play about his wife, but you played in his face for as long as you have, and you're still looking for recognition for that. I don't think that that's a good example of what a good wife is at all.
Right. And also too, what if you guys remember, Tupac would always say that he was in love with Janet Jackson, and he when he did Poetic Justice, he was so
Yep.
excited, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
and being able to kiss her and all that and everything. But he's always said that he was in love with Janet Jackson.
Yeah, and when he was on a different world with Jada, she had to talk. She had to talk him into doing the cameo. She had to talk him into coming on the show because he did not want to do it. He said it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, she obsessed with that man, and now that he's here, she trying to make it, I think, into something that it wasn't, and he's not here to defend himself or here to say, no, I wouldn't even like that. She's trying to play off of that, and I believe you're absolutely right,
Well,
and
I
she
sure could tell
wrong for
she
that.
lying. She lying. She big lying. I can tell you lying, baby. I know you big lying.
Right.
I know for a fact she lying. Yeah.
And
Hmm.
she's straight up all day, every day. I don't know what Will got into it with them Hollywood people, but Jada punked them all the way out. Manhood, everything.
Yep. Making a fool out of a straight fool out that man while she sitting back laughing.
Hmm.
She laughing at him.
Yep, that's exactly what she's doing.
And then how do you think Jaden, feels? And can you imagine what his friends and people are sitting up there saying? That's got to be embarrassing that his mom slept with his friend and making it all, publicizing it for the whole entire world. Think about them kids. It seems like they don't even care about the children. Like she's being
Right.
selfish. Jada's extremely selfish.
And then on
Yeah.
top of that, she had like what she did, messing with that boyfriend. She had like that was normal everyday stuff.
Yeah,
She,
sick.
Got
family
all
stuff.
kind of excuses for it. She got all kind of reasons why she did everything. Will wasn't doing this, and you just lying. That's all you doing.
Mm-hmm. I could
Hey, hey,
listen.
Jennifer.
I was like, what more is gonna go on in their marriage? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been weird. They talking about taking psychedelic drugs and all this other stuff, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
She say she fell into a very deep depression, and she was looking into suicide and trying to figure out different way. I mean, Jada's, and according to her book, she's had some dark stuff going on in her life, and so I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but this is why
I'm
mental
sure
health.
she did.
Yeah, this is why mental health is so important to talk about because you know when you're unhappy, you're bringing the whole family into it.
Yes, you sure is,
Of course,
TT.
your loved ones is going to want the best for you and want you to be on your on your up, but we're not always on our up, and those are the things that we can be open and talk about. When we're not on our up, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that wants to hit the link, please feel free to. I dropped the link in the chat again. So that's it on Jada and Will. I just wanted these ladies' perspective on what's going on with them. I did tell Perp that I was like, I ain't gonna talk about them that much. Because I do like Will as a comedian actor. Jada, not so much. I don't really see her doing too much with her career, but I wish them the best of luck. I'll say that. I do wish them the best of luck. Hope they can work it out and get it together.
We'll get your new wife. We'll put that in the trash can. She's done with.
Perp said, just throw the whole wife away. Start all
Yeah,
over
get
again.
your old wife in trash. Yep.
Okay, for
I
real.
second that motion. I second that motion. Put it in
Yeah.
the trash.
And you gotta remember, y'all, these women up here are old school. They don't play with them type of, you know what I'm saying? They don't mess around when it comes to marriage and
You
say
right about that. I'm gonna
they got
drop down and I'm going to eat dinner real quick. I'm done cooking, so I'm gonna
okay.
drop down, eat dinner, and then I'll be back up. Okay.
Okay, well thanks for coming up for as long as you
You're
did.
welcome. I'll be back up, baby. You guys hit that like button and share the live for TT.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah,
So,
but
Perfect Cassandra, the next topic that I wanted to go over, because since you guys are both here, and I absolutely do adore and love both of these women, y'all. They're very wise, they're very knowledgeable, and we have a lot of fun on the panel together. So, the next topic that I was going to get into was just voting. Just that's it, voting. We have a lot of discussion and talks on voting and the importance and what our votes count, do they matter, and why do people feel like it doesn't, and what should we be doing as taxpayers and citizens when it comes to voting. And we have our primaries coming up in November, this month in November, and there's some issues on our ballot that is very important to me, not only as a woman and a citizen, but probably everybody else that has a voice, because our women's rights are being
right, right.
so. For those of y'all who don't know, they have the ban on abortion in Ohio, and we are back on the ballot to remove the ban. And yeah, abortion, birth control, the choices that we make with our bodies as women. And back in October, I voted on the issue, and I felt confident that it would pass, and it did. So it got put on this major ballot here in November, and the issue is just going to ban. So I told Perp and Cassandra that last year there was a 9, I think she was 9, but don't quote me on 9. I think there was a 9 or 10-year-old little girl who ended up pregnant by her abuser. She was um, being molested, and she ended up pregnant, and because of the ban in Ohio, she had to be taken out of the state, and giving a legal abortion. And so that's one of the things that everybody's outraged about and was
Right.
raising awareness about. And that's why the call of action is now back on the ballot. So, what are you guys' thoughts
Right.
on that? And just the topic of voting, period.
Well, to me, I mean, yeah, vote. They need to be voted for because, like Casey just said about that girl, and cases like people might get raped and things like that, or babies might be sick or whatever. I go for that, but as far as you out there having sex and just out there having babies, nah, take care of them babies. You shouldn't be doing that all that no way. But and I feel like a man shouldn't have be having a say so in this vote anyway. In the topic anyway, or try to raise the topic up for women's not to have right to have abortion. I think that's where a man should be stay in his own place because he don't know anything about a woman's body, um, about her mental illness as when she go through things like that. So I feel like a man should have to say so in this kind of vote anyway.
Hmm. I mean, at least they are giving them the option to lift the ban. At least they're saying, for all of y'all that didn't get a chance to vote it away, maybe now's the time to revisit it and come back and change your mind. Not only just change your mind, but maybe you didn't get a chance to speak your voice and the first time around, and now maybe this has happened to your loved one, your family member, your child, and you have
Hmm.
the you have an opportunity to give a different take on it now. Now that the ban has been in place, how do you feel that the ban is affecting us as women? And I was telling somebody, I was like, you know what, I think it should still be a stipulation because I do believe that it has been abused a little bit. Okay, so I don't know. I think that if as long as it's used in the proper way, you should still give a woman the right.
I don't
And
think a man should have I don't think a man should have a say so into it. That's just me.
you don't think a
I
man what?
Have a say so.
I
Hey,
agree with you,
Jennifer, welcome
Claudette.
to the channel.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, hey Jay.
Perfect Cassandra. This is my best friend Jennifer.
Hey
Hey
Jennifer.
Jennifer, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, we good.
And she's
Yeah,
out there near you, Perp. She's in Austin.
okay. But I just feel like a man should have a say, shouldn't have no say so in this. That's just how I feel. I feel strongly about the man should have no say so in this at all.
I agree with you, Kaze, because I've been trying to figure out how did all this become political. Because in my opinion, I don't think no man should have nothing to say about what I do with my body either. Anyway, because first of all, you can overpower me and violate me anytime you feel so to wish to do it,
Hmm.
because you are a man. So you shouldn't really have no whole lot to say on whether or not what I do with my body.
And this is in no way, shape, or form a disrespect towards any of the proactive people. Your preference is your preference. I'm not trying to not tell anybody to be pro-life, um, pro-choice, pro-life. But it's something that's very sensitive to us as women. I mean, women have difficulties sometimes carrying babies to term.
Right,
So,
right,
and if there's something medically wrong with your fetus or your baby, then you're just like you're given the option to terminate. You can't even terminate. So what
Listen to
right,
me
are you
say, one thing is
questioning?
my business.
Yeah, there's a lot of single women that are not given the choice now because of the ban. And
yeah,
what are you leaving us with?
right,
What are you leaving us
right,
with? Jennifer, do you
right.
have anything to add to the topic?
Um, I agree with you, ladies. I felt I'm not pro-choice, but you know my thing. What you eat don't make me shit.
Mm,
Um, but I feel like it's not the man's decision to tell a woman what she should do.
right.
Then you have a lot of issues that some women may carry a child, and it might be of harm to the mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it was a incident years ago well, lady was pregnant and the fetus wound up growing in the liver. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's stuff like that that can happen where it's jeopardizing not only the baby but the mother's health too.
Right.
Um, but I really think that that law came into play because it was something deeper than that.
And you
Mm.
probably right. You probably right.
Um, but still, again, I don't feel that it's anyone's decision to tell a woman what she should and shouldn't do.
Right. Because y'all can get us pregnant, but y'all can't carry the babies. Y'all can't go through the
Exactly.
9 months of whatever turmoil may be going on with a high risk pregnancy. And then
Right.
you still have the issue of unwanted pregnancies, um, minor children. You know,
Right.
Right.
that little
Right.
girl um, was 9 or 10 years old, and that's serious. Um, I had a 10-year-old at the time, and I was just shrieking. I was like, "Oh my god!" You know, why would you want to put a child through that? And also be scared you had to happen to you, and now you just got to
Turn
accept
that
that.
noise down, Cassandra. Yeah.
So I'm gonna meet you real quick.
Mm-mm.
You had the assault happen to you, and now you just got to carry your assaulter's baby.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't realize that's a lot of damage to a woman, especially when she's pregnant by a
Yes.
rape or
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
it
know,
would.
especially in that
Yes.
situation. And then,
Mm-hmm.
people don't realize when you're carrying a fetus, they also absorbing your emotions. So that woman, by every right, can have resentment towards that child, and you're
Right.
forcing her to carry something that was not happily made. You get what
hmm,
I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then you're opening up a whole new can of worms in this
Right.
situation where you're
And
forcing a woman to be a mother, right?
exactly. And now you have in the future mental illness where now they both
Yeah.
need counseling.
Yeah.
Yep.
She probably go walk around with that hate in her life every day because she's still looking at that baby the same way that she had got, raped, and she gonna always look into, have that look, So
Exactly.
yeah, I won't want, I won't want to do that. No.
Yeah, so is on the ballot, and for everybody in my state that needs to go out and vote and speak out on the situation, on the topic, please do, and feel free to exercise your right. That is your right, and I can't be more of an advocate for just exercising your right. It's not about pro-choice, pro-life, whatever. If that's your choice, that's your choice. But also remember, what affects one will affect us all. So
Exactly.
it could be one of us in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving along, thank you, ladies, for that input. I really do appreciate that. It's always good to get a group of women together to have these discussions. They act like we don't care. We feel so.
Right.
Um, but yeah, the next topic that I wanted to discuss was our current situation over in the Middle East. And I do
Mm.
apologize if this is going to be sensitive to anybody in the chat or in the bushes. But we've been doing a lot of discussion on it over at Perps, and I just wanted to carry it over here to continue piggybacking off of that and continue the discussion. Um, I saw recently some very, very disturbing photos, and children that have been unalived by the recent attacks. And so I also wanted to just ask you guys, what did you think about? What do you all think about what's happening now, where we're at right now with the pending war? Can you all still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Mm. Well, I think it's very
Thank you again, Sarah, for dropping those links. I appreciate you.
I think it's very sad that innocent people, especially children, have to lose their lives behind conflict and invisible forces.
Hmm. Yep. And as a lot of people would think, would like to say, we're fighting our own war over here within
Yeah.
our own communities amongst ourselves. And so this is like a very sensitive topic because we got to send our troops over there and get involved, and money's got to go over there. And I understand. But whenever you have innocent children, being unalived maliciously behind a war, um, it really makes you look at things a little different.
Right.
And
And
it tugged at my heartstrings. It really did. Um, because we don't see that over here too often. Of course, we have murders, and we have things going on over here that's you know targeted towards children, but this was mass. This was
yeah.
mass, and I definitely feel like um, just being more of an advocate against war all the way around the board. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And of
Mhm.
course, we can't stop wars.
Yeah.
Wars is going to happen, but this is something that we definitely need to be aware of. We need to, embrace the fact that this is happening in our world and this is affecting us, and stay on top of the topic. Stay
Right.
in tune with what's going on, because there's a lot of people that what you say is happening in the Middle East, they don't even know what's going.
Right. Right. They just going on with the day by day. Don't even know what's going on today. Don't even know what's happening. They just living their life and not even paying. Something going on now with Israel, and they over here in the United States picking up hate crimes with those people. Um, People not paying attention with their surroundings. You know what I'm saying? People just going on with their day like ain't nothing happening. So I'm very
Yeah,
much paying attention to my surroundings and who I'm standing next to and beside. Sure am.
absolutely, and it is all playing out the way that we imagine it would, and it's all coinciding with everything else that's happened over the last few decades,
I
especially
know it. I'm
our
talking about.
us over here fighting a pandemic and you know being overwhelmed with all of that. So, you want to say something, Cassandra?
Did y'all know they sent 20,000 American troops over there?
I didn't. When did that happen?
I want to say within the last week or two.
Wow,
I didn't know
wow.
that either. Really? Oh,
And you know what? When you say that, that's shocking because it feels like we just pulled our troops from up out of there. You know what I mean? It feels like not too long ago we were just pulling our troops out of there, and
they
now they're
just
back
sent
up.
right back. Yeah,
Yeah,
they going right back.
Yeah, I read about it, and then I was talking to my friend about it, and she lived down there in Killeen by Fort Hood, and she said, yeah, they was being real quiet about shipping them soldiers off.
hmm. I'm
Oh
not surprised
damn!
about that.
They didn't tell nobody. They kept it quiet, huh?
And yeah, Fort Hood is infantry.
Hmm.
That mean the foot soldiers.
Right.
And
Mm.
he said they was quietly shipping them out of Fort Hood.
Oh
Wow.
wow! I ain't heard nothing about that at all.
I didn't either. I didn't either. I knew that we were going to eventually hear about them doing it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just inevitable. So there is the big meetup plan between China and, I mean, the Prime Minister of China and Biden. Um, I was telling Perp about that last week. I was like, they saying they don't expect no good results to come from this meetup. But there was some wreckage done over in our waters, well, Canadian waters, and some shipwrecking, and they were upset about that, and that kind of has put us on a collision course of negotiations.
With
Oh yeah.
China,
Yeah,
you know why, don't you?
I don't necessarily know. Fill me in, Cassandra,
In
please.
this my opinion. That's to cover up because Biden is in business with them. They bought that out, so they bought out the mess with Ukraine when everybody already knew Well, a lot of people didn't know about Biden was in Ukraine pocket. You try to do business with him. He said Hunter was doing business with the Chinese and the Ukrainians when Joe Biden was the vice president. And they actually got a recording of him saying that he couldn't do nothing without the big guy. And
Right.
the Chinese people told him it was only so many people that, when they come over there to do business, it was only a handful of people he could bring with him, and he said make sure you make room for the big guy, referring to his daddy.
Right. Hmm.
So that's all applause to keep them from knowing, because Trump told that too. That's why he put them sanctions on China, because they had them wide open. They had it wide open. Obama used that he was stopping that. How George Bush and all them jobs and factories and stuff overseas. So Obama get up talk about he finna stop all that, but you wasn't stopping all that. What you doing was you cut out the export tax. So
Mm.
they were skipping out. That's how come everywhere you look, Bill Clinton did do that, make America buy America again. He did do that, and Bush went and sent everything overseas. And so Obama, he gonna like, okay, well, I'm finna stop all this, but all you did was cut off the import tax, and Trump said no. If y'all gonna make that stuff over here and bring it over there, and bring it back over here to sell it, you gonna pay us to bring it back over here to sell it, just like we gotta pay y'all to bring our stuff over there and sell.
Right.
Right.
Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, thank you, Cassandra, for filling us in, because I was literally like, they over here in our what I think I said it. I said it at one time. I said I had read it. They over here in our waters. Well, for what though?
Yeah. They've been sitting out there for a while though. They've been out there in that water for a minute. They've been
Yeah,
They
and they've
wasn't
been
the,
and they've been had us
they wasn't
around
the
for
only
like
ones out there either. Chinese wasn't the only ones out there either. Russia was out there too.
and I know
yeah,
that's
I
right,
know.
Cassandra, and not cargo ships,
Yeah,
warships.
yeah,
You know, and then sending their spy balloons and stuff over here and stuff. I was like, what? Now something's it's been brewing. Just know,
yeah,
y'all, it's been brewing.
yeah. And like Sunday said yesterday, we got a lot coming forward. We gonna hold on for it. It's gonna come. She said it's coming for us. So we got a lot to endure.
Absolutely.
But people better wake up though and quit being so and with their head down, pick their head up, because you're gonna mess around, your head gonna be down too long, and it ain't gonna be nothing there for you to go pick up for your household. You're gonna be out there with nothing, a no man land. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
they better pay attention, y'all, because a lot of people y'all is not paying attention. You'd be surprised who ain't paying attention. You'd be surprised.
Sarah said we're prepared. You better be. I mean, and if anything, be mentally prepared. Be
Yeah,
mentally prepared. Don't let anything shock you, and don't be caught off guard by anything, because we are in the United States. And that's just that on that. We are in the United States.
yeah, yeah. And they been telling everybody to keep your eyes open. I guess for terrorists, we may get a terrorist attack anytime. So I guess why they saying keep your eyes open. So yeah, keep your eyes open while you're out. Just don't be just looking crazy in the stores. People might just start pulling out something, just start pow and shooting at any time. So yeah, y'all be aware. What you surrounding?
Absolutely.
I am.
So,
I
go ahead, Cassandra.
did I tell y'all about that? What the FBI said they found all them sleeper cells. They found like so many Ukrainians, the Afghans, all them sleeper cells over here in
Where
the
at?
United States, California, Texas, the big cities. It was like uh, about 1,000 Chinese, about 700 some Afghanistan, about 700 some uh Ukrainians and Russians. Sleeper cells over here getting set up.
Wow, sleeper
What?
cell.
Get
Hmm
set get get set up for what? For war?
Well, whatever they plan on doing over here.
What the hell? And they had them going underground.
No, they was living every day, walking around here every day.
What?
Yep.
Hmm. Oh, I ain't heard nothing about that. Oh my goodness. That's
See,
scary.
a lot of the stuff, a lot of stuff Americans don't play up. They don't pay attention to is they need to pay attention when the countries around the world is talking about America, because they don't have no reason to lie on them.
No, they don't. They don't.
And they got a lot of us so dumbfounded that we believe in things that the news tell us, and the news gonna tell us what they want us to know because it's called programming. That's why they call them programs.
Right.
And
Right,
you need to
right,
listen.
right.
Here lately, I've been listening to the people in Africa. You know, I know you got some dusty ones over here, but I've been paying attention to what them leaders in Africa doing, and they standing up. I started paying attention when they started talking about the BRICS when they were going all of them coming together with China and Russia to start their own money. So
Mm.
I want to find out what the reason behind it was, and the reason behind it is all of that the United States been doing.
Wow.
Oh yeah. See y'all. That's why we got to get. I'm telling y'all, we gonna do something. We gonna get. But we ain't gonna get left behind. So I ain't worried about that. But yeah, they better pay more
So,
attention.
Kodak Black has recently spoken out on Vibe with Vibe magazine and expressed his loyalty to former United States President Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And it says that it runs so deep that he said that he would donate $1 million to the real estate magnate if he was to find himself in a pinch. During his appearance on Nori and DJ Effen's Drink Champ podcast, Pompano Beach native spoke of his appreciation for Trump, who granted him a pardon on a 2019 weapons conviction, resulting in the early release from federal prison.
And that's another.
It says, yeah, I F with that boy. We ain't even got to talk too much about the stuff, Kodak told Nori upon being asked about Trump's assistant. When the rapper turned podcaster questioned if Kodak would give Trump 7 figures in a show of appreciation, the 26-year-old wastes no time in confirming he'd have no qualms with the payout. Of course, Kodak said in response with no hint of hesitation or mulling
Hmm.
over the proposal.
Hmm.
The Super Gremlin creator has spoken glowingly of Trump on numerous occasions since the popularizing politician commuted his prison sentence in 2021. Earlier this year, he praised the Republican while comparing him to other politicians, predicting that the New Yorker would eventually make a return to the Oval Office following re-election as president. I feel like these people are on some other stuff, Kodak said on Instagram Live at the time. So they know like they gonna try to get Trump out the way because Trump's a stand-up nigga. He a real nigga. He'll let a bee do anything. Trump's a real nigga, a man, a soldier. The hitmaker continued adding, he ain't tripping on that. He ain't flagging. They gonna fake it till they make it. Trump gonna take it. I don't like the MF, he explained. They about to let Trump run this stuff. All that 8 years, 4 years and stuff. By the time the new MF are in, there's so much S they gonna try to fix and all that type of S. Let that man run his course.
Hmm.
So that's his statement of Vibe magazine. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Hey Monet,
Yeah,
welcome to the building, love.
I Monel. I kind of figured that he'll be down. He'll be down with Trump. I kind of figured he would be.
See,
I
that's
did.
another thing they downplayed. Don't get me wrong now. I'm not no Trump fan. I'm just putting the facts out there. That's another thing they downplayed when it came to Trump. All them pardons he wrote and let them black people, because most of the pardons he wrote was black people that got caught up, like the black woman. She doing live for some weed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that he pardoned, they was like he said, they was mom. I don't know what exact words, but in so many words, stupid sentences.
Right.
Then when they
And
came up,
as you said, Cassandra, he's a businessman, and a lot of people are looking
yeah,
at it as a business, um, like a business transaction, having him in office.
yeah, cause Trump by making that money go around and around. He no longer the money going around. He gonna make money too.
That's right. He definitely gonna
If
make
he
his
don't do
money.
nothing else, he gonna make his money.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
Did I tell y'all about the video I saw about the man? It was a man. He was Trump was somewhere speaking, and the piano man said, "Yeah, Trump is a racist." And
Right.
Trump said, "Who the hell is that?" And he said again, "Trump is a racist." And he turned around. He said, "They paid me $5,000 to say that." He said, "I understand. I'm a businessman."
Let's go,
That's
Trump.
exactly what he said.
Good lordy, lordy, y'all.
That's funny.
Well, you got a lot of celebrities standing behind Trump, hoping that he does get back in office. You got a lot of people that feel like the Democratic Party have let us down, and they feel like voting the opposite. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye out on, what happens within the next couple of months.
Oh yeah, it's
We
gonna be
have
something to look
left in
at.
2023, right? Keep an eye out on it because
Yeah,
I'm seeing more people turning their heads away from the Democratic Party.
yeah,
And
me
So,
too. Yeah,
if they pay a little attention, they'll see that uh, you know, even though the IRS ain't really a part of the government, but the government run it. He gonna all them 87,000 agents they hired and them 500,000 rounds of ammunition they bought. All that's finna go.
hmm
So Trump gonna keep them loopholes in there, so he can keep making money, and he gonna make it where everybody else can make money too.
hmm you're right.
hmm.
You are right.
They got in there. And he had which when he was running for president, that was one thing I was listening to. He was talking right about when he was running against Hillary, how he was gonna make a uniform tax bracket, tax code where it wouldn't fluctuate so much after you start making a little bit more money. And
Mm,
he went in there and basically kind of sort of did that. I know because I do taxes too. And he kind of sort of made the tax brackets a level playing field. And
right.
time Joe Biden and them got in there, they hired them 87,000 uh, IRS agents, bought their 500,000 rounds of ammunition, and now if you making more than $600 in cash app, you got to report that. All this mess.
Right. A big mess to clean up.
Hmm.
So, you guys know everything's going up sky high. Food prices, gas prices, utility spikes and utility bills, rent prices, mortgage prices. I mean, everything is just spiking. And I think that a lot of
Everything.
people, yeah, everything for every single thing. I mean, I'm one of those people that, go in the grocery store and literally
Yeah,
cringe at the prices. Like, what in the hell? First, we saw eggs going up. Damn, you know,
yeah. It's hot. It's
eggs were
hot
like
too.
$7 a carton, and we was like, "Come on now, that y'all know that's ridiculous." Um, so we talk a lot about how to survive through this economical rise, and I think a lot of people are doing things like growing their own foods, um,
Yeah,
conserving, cutting back, creating meals that are going to stretch longer. Um, there's a lot of different things that you have to do as a survivor through something like this. But what are some tips that what are some things that you guys have done to kind of, help fit your pockets a little bit better while we've been in this economical crisis?
Well, about 2 years ago, I stockpiled water, toilet tissue, paper towel.
Hmm.
And I stockpile seeds also because I have a little small garden in my yard. I went out there the other day and planted some more collard greens.
Absolutely.
So some of the thing, and I have always been a penny pitcher. I'm cheap. They call me cheap. I'm cheap. Yes, I'm cheap. I sure am. I'm cheap. Cause if I don't see no value in it, or if I don't see how it can benefit me, I ain't finna spend my money.
Kurt
Right.
said that
Right.
her and her family grew their garden and cut back. That's a good one, Kurt. So maybe develop a green thumb is, the name of the game. And there's nothing wrong with that. We got that in our genes. We're naturally gardeners and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's one
Yeah.
thing that I definitely reached out to somebody about starting a garden, and he told me my soil
Yeah.
wasn't no good.
I've been trying so
Go ahead, Kurt.
yeah.
What
Oh,
did you do,
I've been trying to grow me a cabbage, right? I
Mm-hmm.
got me a cabbage. I'm growing me a cabbage. You got the roots at the bottom of it, and the little spurs on top is coming up. So I got my pots. I'm waiting for me to bring my soil over. So I'm gonna plant that, and I'm planting me some corn. I'm gonna start me some corn out on my own. So I'm trying, to grow me little things I want to eat here in my house, and I wash my clothes maybe once or twice a week. Um, I don't leave things plugged into that I don't use. I don't leave it plugged into my sockets. I keep everything unplugged at all times unless I got to use it. Um, I don't leave my lights on. I got night lights. I got lamps in my bedroom, so I don't use much electricity. So other than that, that's how I try to save back on different stuff. When I eat stuff, I don't if I eat it, on stuff. If I make it on Sunday, I eat it on Sunday, Monday, and I don't eat again on Tuesday. I might go ahead and put it in the freezer and freeze it until I might want to eat again within the week time. Come along again, I might eat it again. So I've been saving like that for myself.
That's a good one, Kurt. That's a good one. Preserving your
Oh
food
yeah,
by
yeah,
freezing it. Yeah, and I think
yeah,
we've been doing that. Because when you take
yeah,
your meat out of the package, you break it up and put it in the separate bags and stuff like that, so you can
yeah,
count out your meals. So
yeah,
rationing. That's what it is. Rationing your food supply. Cassandra mentioned water. Yes, please start stocking up on your water supply, y'all, and
yeah.
do it quick. I went into the store the other day and there was no water on the shelves. I couldn't
What?
believe it. What? But jugs of water, those gallon water bottles,
Yeah,
um, they were sold completely out. And the lady was like, "Yeah, I called in a shipment. I'm waiting on the truck, but we're still waiting." And I was like, I can't believe I had to go to a whole nother store. I had to literally go almost across town. So
yeah,
everybody's starting to kind of catch up and get the same mind, and figure out that
yeah,
it's probably best to start stocking up on water and stuff like that.
yeah. And bring
And,
it back, but like
Also, for
I'm
you
getting a lot of instant
homeowners, get
bleach.
into solar paneling to preserve on energy, and that's something that's been a thing for quite a while now. Look into it. If you're a homeowner, you probably definitely want to solar panel your home, because then you're not connected to a grid. You don't have to worry about a major power outage and being without power. Also, look into generators. What you want to add to that,
Yeah.
Perk? Go on mute for just a second.
Um, you get your candles and get your batteries, and get your couple of flashlights for your house. You just never know when you might need them. You know what I'm saying? Get some solar lamps to my side. You know what I'm saying? Use my nighttime for your house. Just little things is for savior, and then get your survival meals. Remember, take your survival kits. Get your survival kits. Um, and they might come in handy too. So, you know, just look into a lot of savings and use your coupons. You got to use your coupons or go on certain days and have half off on this and half off on that, and buy one, get one free, stuff like that.
and yeah, I also stockpile on what I do, I buy like canned goods for like 2 or 3 months. If I can. So I don't have to keep running back and
Okay.
forth to the store to get canned goods all the time. and I got a whole lot of stockpile of beans. Any kind of bean you think, I got 2 or 3 bags in there. Black eyed pea, pinto bean, black bean, kidney beans, you name them, I got them in there.
Oh no, I don't like no black beans, no kidney beans. Oh no, and I sure don't like no beans in my chili. Oh no, I'm gonna make me a big old pot of chili. I'm gonna freeze some of it. I'm gonna eat some of it.
But see, that's my thing. It's a lot of the beans that I don't like, but my family eat it. So I buy them just in case. You never can tell. Like the little ice storm we had, all my children was here. Cause my one daughter, she didn't have no water in the apartment. They had to come over here for water and bathe and stuff. So I just stockpile up on everything I know everybody will eat, just in
Yeah,
case it come down to that.
yeah. Well, I know at the 99 cent store they had 10 pounds bag of weed, that bag of beans for $10. It was a 10 pound bag, so I got a bag of that, a bag of rice like that, and so I got a lot of beans too. But um, I got a lot of beans and rice and a lot of canned goods and spam and stuff like that, and barbecue bainas. But yeah, you get your canned goods, stock up on them, get your extra box and put your canned goods in if you need extra space.
And don't forget the tuna fish and the canned chicken
Oh
too,
yeah.
cause it come in handy too.
Oh, and also get you some extra bleach. I'll keep you some extra bleach on hand, extra bleach and pine salt for disinfecting.
Yep, yep. I buy big bottles of that.
So thank y'all for
Yeah,
those survival tips. I'm always glad for y'all to keep reminding the people what they need to be doing to just get ready. We're not saying anything major may happen, anytime soon or anything like that. But what we're saying is nothing wrong with being prepared, um, and have that stuff on deck. And me myself, I'm like always every single month putting a little bit more extra towards canned goods and stuff like that, and the perishable
yeah,
food items, stuff that you may have to hurry up and grab and take with you when you got to run out quickly.
yeah, yeah. And so also
Sarah, my advice to you would be just to tell your parents to do their research and you know, um, get around those loopholes to self panel
uh-huh.
your Jennifer's coming up. I'm going to ask her, does she have any tips to add? Jennifer, did you have any tips to add, like survival tips? Or
No, you ladies really broke it down. I mean, that's pretty much what I've done.
right, right. And she's the one that really got me started on stockpiling. Like, well, me and her talked about the starting the garden, and definitely I
Yeah,
had somebody come out and assess my soil, and I told y'all what he
yeah,
said. His soil is trash.
But
yeah,
you know what, Trina, though, that's pretty much everybody's though. Cause we talked about that years ago when I told you that regardless if you going vegan or not, that you're not getting any nutrition from that soil because they uh damaged it, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And it's even if iffy now, going to the what is it, Home Depot or Lowe's, because their soil is even questionable.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people who are making their natural compost where, you wasted food that you're not scraps or whatever, they're throwing it out and waiting until it turns into compost. But then again, what nutrition are you getting from that?
Mm-hmm.
You,
Right.
you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like it's a catch 22.
Yeah. And I mean, the guy was like, um, look into certain soils, um, certain seeds, because all seeds aren't good seeds as well.
Right.
So he gave me some great tips on how to get started, and I just have to get the materials over here and build my above ground garden and get it done. This time of year is probably not the best time to do it. Start it now, but I definitely looked into it and looked into pricing because it's something that I was definitely interested in investing in because you
Mhm.
just don't never know when you need to resort to growing your own and having your own. So, but
Right.
we've been
TG,
talking a lot, Jennifer, about buying land, and I've been learning some stuff through Cassandra Kirk, and you know the magnitude of having your own land and how important that's going to end up being in the end. Um, anybody that's able to definitely should. And I'm definitely invested in learning how to go about the process. You know, if I'm going to invest my money somewhere, it's going to be something like that.
Right.
I'm
Right.
just going to continue to not have my own. I think everybody gets to a point in time in life where they're like, you know what, I don't own this shit. Let me go own something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Right.
your land.
Right.
I don't care if you set a barn on there with nothing in it. That's yours. That belongs to you. That's creating generational wealth for your offspring and your grands and great grands or whatever. And so I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with learning how to develop a green thumb and start learning how to plant and garden and all of that because I'm planning on owning my own land soon.
I got
Right.
a small real
Right.
estate tip.
Okay, what
What you
is it?
say?
You know, you can go to the you can go online, but a lot of time it's like at the tax assessor office. You can go down there and get the list. Some places call it a hot sheet. You can get a lease of the land and the houses and stuff that the county is selling. And sometimes you can get it for a little nothing, like the people ain't paid the tax on it and the county
Yes,
or the city
exactly.
take it. And a lot of times you get it for a little nothing.
I believe that. It's just about doing your research and finding this stuff out on your own and, taking advantage of the opportunities that are available while they're still available. Because it's going to come a point in
Right.
time when you ain't going to be able to buy shit over here. So I encourage everybody to just, whatever it is that you feel you can do to take part in investing within your future, whether it's start a business, buy you up some land,
Yep.
um, whatever it is. I encourage everybody to just take their opportunities, use their opportunities. She said we have lots of water, canned goods, and grew our own garden, couponing as well. That's great, Sarah. Y'all continue on that path. And you're inspiring other people. We need to get solar. Oh, you're trying to get permission to do your solar paneling. Yeah. Yeah, look into that, Sarah. Help your parents out and look into that. 'Cause I'm telling you, I've known people that I've heard testimonies of people that have gone solar panel, and they said they've saved so much daggone money, it ain't funny.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Trina, the electric here in Texas is outrageous. And you're not getting no type of assistance like you would in Ohio.
Right.
Amen. Amen to that.
Cassandra, you own your home. Will you be looking into solar paneling your property? But she had to go on mute. I'll ask her again when she gets off mute.
I,
Uh,
I heard I heard I'm trying to wrestle with these grandkids too. We looked in it, but you really got to do your research on that because it's a whole bunch
yeah,
of
we looked
scamming
into
going
building.
on.
Say what now, love?
I said we looked into it because they got all these incentives for veterans and everything, but you got to really do your research because there's a lot of scammers out there.
Yeah,
I heard a lot of people. One woman said she got the solar panels and she sold a house and she still got to pay for the solar panels.
Lord. Yeah, could you imagine that? I'm gonna pay for the solar panels in the house, and I don't even live there no more. That's
Right.
Right. Hell no. Mm-mm.
we had it in the
That
Bay
don't
Area. I
sound right.
saved a lot of money with solar. Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot of people are doing that up there. Whatever it is that can help,
Man.
your pockets a little bit. They got us in a chokehold right now with these prices of all this stuff. They really
Man. That's cold
so
blooded though.
we over here
Man.
willing to give resources and information and tips and whatever because we in the struggle with y'all. We know what the struggle is. We in it
Hello,
with y'all.
ZX.
So yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
glad
How
to
you,
see
how you
GX
doing,
over
ZX?
here and blessings to him.
Oh
I
yeah.
just feel like, as a people, there's nothing wrong with coming together and offering each other resources and different tips on how to, survive and what we all going through right now. And I'm I am not at all saying, oh, be scared, go grab you a survival kit and we going to war tomorrow. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be prepared and be mindful of what could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all, we've been up here for about what? Does it say 4 hours? Is that right? What time did I go live, y'all?
We're about almost 2 hours.
It's been about 2 hours per.
Yeah.
Those was really all my topics, y'all. But we continue to just sit up here and shoot the shit and talk about whatever is on y'all's mind. It is an open panel night, so I appreciate every last one of y'all being in the building, and I appreciate all these beautiful ladies for being up here on the panel with me this evening. I am definitely going to be posting some stuff on the community wall about Mr. Wade. We're going to continue to keep our eyes glued on him and his story as it develops. I'm going to also be going back over on a more consistent basis over to Shanks and gathering up some information over there, because that's where the young lady, Miss Parker, they're all in discussion as well and trying to get Perp and Cassandra that interview. So we're all working together, y'all, just to continue to bring the awareness of what's going on.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And
Yeah.
I'm doing a donation for Thanksgiving donations. If you want to donate anything, you can donate to the Cash App at Vino Entertainment TV. It's with a capital V. Or if you want to donate anything, and I can pick it up at Walmart and on the curbside pick up. But anything you can donate will be helpful. Just contact me. I can let you know on the list of things that we may need. But anything you give a donation, a food donation, it'd be very much appreciated.
And Perp, this week, can we do a food item list of the things that you would prefer people to go and purchase on
Yeah,
their own at Walmart?
yeah,
And I'll
we
be
sure
sharing
can.
out that food list for y'all, because it is a little bit easier for Perp if y'all already order the stuff and she just goes and picks it up, and then she's gonna take it home and prepare it and she's serving it. So she's doing the hard work. All we need you guys to do is just go over to that Walmart app, pick those items out, put them in your cart, pay for them, and have the pickup order available for Perp. And so, that's going to be a very busy day for her. So I would hate for her to have to run around and do last minute pickup and all that. I would try to get to
Yeah,
her before she has to go out there, y'all.
yeah. I surely
Cause
think I think about it, huh?
Cause it, I think I got my daughter. I know I got my grandson on board. My daughter said she don't mind coming help too on Thanksgiving Day. So I'm gonna get all the rest of them, and we just gonna make it a day to help you out.
All right, then let's go.
Oh, that's so wonderful, Cassandra. She said she gathering up the troops, y'all.
That's what's up.
My grandson told me to take $40 out of his pay and donate it to you for the dinner.
Okay, okay. I sure appreciate it. I sure do. I sure thank you, sister. We're
So
gonna do
yeah,
some
we're gonna keep
donating.
pushing. Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing for her to get as many donations as she can this holiday season, and if she gets too much, she could carry it over to Christmas. That she'll go out on Christmas as well. And last year she gave out blankets and she
Oh
gave
yeah,
out food as well, and so she's doing it big out there in the Dallas community, and we're just thankful for her and all she's done. And you too, Cassandra, you and your family.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to get. I ain't talked to my baby girl, but I know she gonna get on board too if my oldest daughter get on.
Yeah.
hmm
And
I
Perk,
just
did you wanna give an announcement on what Kira's got going on? I mean, we still don't have a lot of the details, but I do know she's trying to get each content creator that wants to be involved to at least collect what she say, about $200 from their
yeah. Something
channel
like that. But
to give to a needy
yeah,
family for Christmas. So we're
needy
gonna have
feeling.
some
You're right.
yeah, so we'll be bringing some updates on what she's got going on as well. But anybody out there that wants to help and donate and give to someone who's
Yeah,
less fortunate, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or Perk, and we'll make sure that your donation is put in the right place.
That's right. That's right. Most definitely will. That's
Yeah,
right.
Trina,
And
just
don't
keep
forget
me
y'all.
updated. I'll donate or cash out to whatever one you need me to.
Okay. Okay, certainly. I will
And
definitely
don't
make sure
forget
I
PT.
get you that information. She does it every single year, and she does have a big turnout on her events, feeding the homeless. So, and last year we were all challenged to give at least 1 to 2 plates away to someone less fortunate in all of our different states and cities, and that was a turnout as well. So,
It was. It really
if
was.
anybody wants to also just, if you can't physically do it, with give it to Perp, then just, and wherever you are in your hometown, feel free to give a plate
Yeah.
to someone, you know. Don't throw
Yeah.
that food away. Always be mindful that that food can be eaten by somebody who doesn't have any.
Yeah. Make some turkey sandwiches, something like that, or some ham sandwiches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Put
Anything,
it in a baggie and hand it out. Sure can.
most definitely. It's always gonna be appreciated. Trust me. Always be
Mm,
appreciated.
yeah.
Most definitely. Cause we throw more food away than we really eat if you pay attention to it. We throw a lot of food away. I mean, schools throw a lot of food away. In our homes we throw a lot of food away. When we have parties and stuff, we throw a lot of food away. A lot of food is thrown away at all times. But
Yeah.
nobody decides to even bag it up neatly and feed the homeless when the food's still some good. Nobody just think about that. Just go ahead and just trash it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and find a donation center. If you don't want to go out on your own, if you're kind of leery about that type of stuff, find a donation center and go send it over there to them. They could always use that stuff. Food items, clothing items, furniture items, whatever it is that you have that's still in good condition and can be used again with somebody that's less fortunate. Just think about them and the predicaments they're in, and give that stuff to them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, especially when we got kids. They got kids sleeping in the cars with them. You got kids just being homeless too, with just sleeping in the car with their parents. So the kids can use things. They can use things too. Blankets or jackets or things like that for them. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, I have grandchildren that are uh outgrowing stuff. I have a lot of clothes and shoes, name brand stuff that I would rather give it to someone that really needs it. And Trina said that you were here in Texas. Where about?
I'm in Dallas.
Okay, because I'm in Grand Prairie.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm
Um.
in Arlington, so we all right
Oh,
here
so we
together.
right here together.
Y'all sure are. I I talk about you all the time to Perp. I said, my best
Yeah.
friend right out there. Where are you at, Perp? She said, oh, she is. Yeah, y'all get together and whatever it is that you have, Jennifer, she'd gladly take it. Last year she had a mother who needed some items for her children, and so I'm sure she will. She ain't gonna be the first or the last mother that's gonna need some help in getting some clothes, and winter time's coming, and that stuff can definitely be reused.
Right. Right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'll get back with Trina once my daughter goes through all this stuff because she has two boys that I've grown. They're like I don't forgot their ages, 7 and 6 now. But some of them clothes were more like the shoes are like a 3, 4. Um, but the clothes that they've outgrown, I'm sure are like a 5T, 6. But once she gets
Okay.
them all together, I can tell Trina and we can. I mean, because we're like you said, we're all in a circle.
Mhm.
Right. You are.
Yeah, and get to you whenever you're available to drop it off or whatnot.
Okay. That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she
Like I
goes
said,
out. Her and Cassandra, they go out in the community and they hand that stuff out. And so they're always inspire and big inspirations to me because they're not just sitting at home and thinking about this stuff. They're actually going out and
right?
doing it and making sure that these families have what they need, and whatever they can do to help, and to the best of their ability they do. So
Yeah,
she could definitely hand that out to some less fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I was just putting on Facebook marketing, and you have those that are greedy and just
Mm-hmm.
take and they'll sell them in the secondhand shops. But I'd rather give it to someone that actually needs it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't ever know how that stuff is truly being recycled anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you, Jennifer, so much for
Yeah,
that
No problem.
contribution.
No
most
problem.
definitely.
And again,
'Cause
y'all, Perp
I
is
know
not
someone
hard to
needs some
find.
clothes.
Her channel again is Vino Entertainment TV. And Sarah has been wonderful in dropping links and dropping the Cash App. Make sure that you guys please go over there and subscribe and check into what she's going on. She's always doing something out in the community. Please make sure that y'all go over there and show Perp some love.
Oh, thank you, TT. I so
You're welcome.
appreciate you.
Yeah, so if you guys don't have any
Y'all,
other
and y'all
topics,
make sure TT, you tell them about your pet show, your pet contest.
yeah, I did tell them at the beginning of the show that I'm going to be doing a cutest pet challenge. And that's going to require you to, come up on the panel dressed with your pet dressed up. It doesn't matter if it's a bird, a fish, a dog, or whatever it is you have. If you
I'm
think
getting
it's
a turtle.
cute, it's going to require you to come up and cam up and show your pet, and then we'll have some judges up here that's going to judge who they feel the cutest pet is. We will have a first, second, and third place winner, and the winner of all three will take a small cash prize home. And then if you want some of your proceeds of what your winnings are to go towards the ASPCA, I will be more than happy to donate some of those proceeds to the ASPCA in honor of us having pets and being pet owners and not being some of the ones that are abusive towards pets. So yeah, we'll just dedicate the whole
Yeah,
show to
to pets.
having
To
pets.
pets.
Yep.
Oh, all right. That's so
Mhm.
sweet.
So keep an
Put their
eye out
little
on that,
bows.
y'all. I'm putting it together now. She said, "Oh, Titi, I think you should do this." So I'm going to definitely be putting it together, and I'll have a date and time up months before, so we can get everybody aboard. Whoever wants to be
Yeah,
and
put their
participate,
little
and the
bows in
judges.
their ears, and they paint their little toenails and put their little sweaters on and stuff. They're so cute. Little baseball
Just
on their
something,
little head.
yeah, just something to give back to the supporters and also bring a little fun over to the channel. I mean, we all are about speaking on some of the more serious topics over here on YouTube, but we also want to bring a little fun to y'all as
Yeah,
well.
we love
So,
pets. We love some pets. Ain't nothing wrong with little pet loving.
right. Yeah.
Sure ain't, cause I had a pit bull that was my baby. He didn't know he was a dog.
And mine don't know he a dog either, Cassandra. He's so spoiled and ornery. It ain't funny.
Look, I just became a pet owner. My puppy just turned 2, so I only been in the game for 2 years, and he thinks he's my son slash man.
Yep, he sure does. And he's so cute. He is so cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
try to
yeah,
give me a. I'm trying to give me a kitten or something. I'm trying to give me a. I'd rather have me a cat because I don't want to be going out outside with no dog every time I go outside. So I'm gonna give me a kitten.
Oh,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that you can train them to just let you know when they want to go out, and they'll go do their business and come right back.
A dog.
Yep.
Girl, I can't let him go outside by himself over here. He might run off.
That's why
And
I say you have to train them.
Oh,
I think that's what scares a lot of people from being a pet owner is that the training portion. But I learned, I didn't even train Bobby, and that I regretted that so much. I didn't take the time to train him. But um, he's a pretty good dog. He's a good watchdog. He barks, when anybody comes to the door. He alerts me and lets me know. And I wouldn't trade him, but you can always learn something when it comes to training your pet. People have
yeah.
done it different ways. So
Yeah, but I'm gonna give me a kitten to see I can train it here at home and not to go out. But it won't never go outside, so it's gonna always be
yeah,
stuck in my house.
you just need to stick you a litter box in the corner and let it go.
I'm sure gonna give me one.
My pit bull I had, I tell everybody I miss him, and he saved my life because he woke me up when I was having my stroke.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
He he usually would come after he would go, he let you know when he got to go out, and and in the morning he would come and bark, and make sure I was up and gone to the door and wait. That particular morning he was vicious. He was vicious. My husband said, "Get up and go and take Papa's son out." And he would usually just go to the door and let me take my time by coming on to the door. That morning he wouldn't leave my bedroom door until he made sure I was walking behind him.
Right.
And when he went out, he usually go out and pee, run around the yard a couple times, then come on back. That particular morning, he went and used the bathroom and come right back and was just sitting at my feet looking at me. I said, yeah, I'm talking crazy because it was 4 times for me to go to work. I said, go on, Papa, son, I'm going to go back to sleep. I got to go to work. And he slept right at my bedroom door until I got up about 2 hours later. He was letting me know that I was having a stroke. He woke me up.
Hmm. Yeah, they're very observant, and I didn't realize, Bubby, when I came home from my heart surgery, that dog would not leave my side. I
oh,
mean, that dog howled when he saw I was gone 7 days, having my surgery. When I got back in the city and picked him up, I mean, well, my dad had drove all the way back into Columbus to pick him up and bring him back out to Cleveland where I was at because I had to move and could no longer watch him. And when that dog saw me, he howled, y'all, like,
oh,
where you been? And so that's my boy. I tell everybody
Oh, that's
that's
so
my road
sweet.
dog, literally.
That's
yes.
so sweet. I've been watching the movie, them shows, y'all, where when the people, when the pets owner be gone, and they finally see them, how them dogs be acting. All them dogs be
Hmm.
showing out. Oh, they show out.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
show
I saw
out.
a video of a dog owner had passed away, and they took the dog out to the cemetery, and that dog slept on its owner's gravesite.
Oh,
It was so heartfelt, so heartfelt.
oh
Like, how do
man.
you think a dog would know that its owner is, out around? But he knew, he felt it, felt his owner's presence. So,
Dang.
and you know what they say, dogs and babies.
Yes. So
They
true.
gonna tell you if
Mhm.
somebody good, if somebody got a good spirit on them, or if they don't, they
Mhm.
gonna let you know, and that is so true. So
Hmm.
yeah, we gonna do the pet challenge, y'all, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to planning it out and gathering up the prize winning money and all that stuff. And I'm gonna keep you guys definitely updated on when we gonna do it. But I do have some very unfortunate events, personal events to go on, so y'all just bear with me. I'm not gonna tell you when I'll be back live again, but it'll be soon.
It be soon because we gonna be like, we ain't gonna lie, TT. We ain't gonna
Right.
lie, TT. We ain't gonna lie, TT. You gonna lie
Per-
today?
Perp and Norma Watch though, they stay on me. Girl, you ain't been live. You need to go live. What we gonna talk about, TT? I'll be like, oh Lord, okay, I got y'all. I'm coming. But thankful to y'all because y'all pushing me to do something that I didn't even ever want to do, become a content creator. So, I'm getting the feel of it and it's getting a little bit easier each time. But yeah, we getting there.
Oh,
We're
I'm
definitely
still
getting there.
learning. I'm still learning.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all
And
in
let
this.
me know, you guys, I have more visuals, more videos to put up. Of course, um, it'll be well more planned out than what it was today. So, Cassandra, did you want to add anything before we leave?
I say we all in this fight together, so we gotta all stick together, help each other out.
Absolutely, and I appreciate y'all so much, Bessie. That's my heart, y'all, for many, many years.
I know
And
you talk about it so much.
all I gotta do is pick up the
Trina don't
phone. And
understand how much she means. I tell her all the time, we are no longer best friends. We are sisters.
right,
Okay.
tell
My
my
children call
mama.
her auntie.
Yep, yep. She
My
calls
grandchildren
me mama.
call her like they her best friend.
Hmm.
Right, right. That's a good relationship. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
That's a
those
good
is my
relationship.
great god kids,
That's I
grand god
love it.
kids.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I thank you ladies so much for letting me on and talking.
Oh, you're welcome. And anytime you see us live or if we talk, and I'll let you know because you be bringing up some good topics too. And I told her I be getting a lot of my information from my friend. She know everything. She's in tune, very well in tune, just as much as you ladies. And so I always like to be awakened when it comes to some of the things that are affecting us as people because we don't, when you go to other places in this on, within the other sectors on YouTube, they all about mess and drama, and that's not
Mhm.
elevating me mentally. So
Right.
I just know I can pick up the phone, call Jennifer. She's going to elevate me mentally. Perp, Cassandra, I go up there on the panel, speak to them. Y'all going to elevate me. And that's what I'm on all the rest of this year and going into next year. No mess and drama. Y'all won't catch TT in it. But I will be in tune with whatever is on y'all's heart to engage in because it's important to me as well. So
Yeah. Most
that's
definitely,
where we're
TT.
at with
Most definitely.
everything.
Most
And
definitely.
Sarah, again, big shout out to you. You are wonderful in being a coordinator. You always come in and you drop the lives, and you always
Mm-hmm.
check on me day out, day after day. And I truly do appreciate you and love you. And so thank you again for being over here and working so hard with making sure links are dropped and welcoming everybody into the chat. So I appreciate you as well. Not on my watch. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being so wonderful and keeping me in tune on other things that's going on and also being a part of the support system that I have.
Well, all
Yeah.
right, TT. Thank you for having me on, TT. And it was a good live. I like the live, good live. It's nice seeing you, Jay. And thank you, Sister Cassandra, for pulling up over here and
Yes. Thank you,
hanging
Cassandra,
out
for
with
being
me and
a
TT
co-host
and
this
Jay.
evening. And
Yeah.
please come
I
back,
sure thank you.
Cassandra, anytime.
I'm come back. I'm come back. I wasn't planning on the grandkids interrupting me tonight, but I'm come back, and you more than welcome. I don't mind sharing what little bit I know. If I can help somebody else, I'm more than happy to do it.
All right, y'all. So with that being
All
said, I'm
right.
gonna go
Thank you
ahead
so
and
much.
close out. Please make sure that you hit the like, share my live out, get me in the algorithm, and yeah, check me out on my community wall throughout the week. Make sure you tune in November. I will be back posting a missing child or person of interest every single day, and I will need y'all, please, 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 to share those people out as well. Let's get them back home if we can. I love y'all so very much. Everybody have a good evening.
You too. Love you too.
All right.